Good afternoon, students. Yesterday we discussed with the investment account, its theory part, and what are the entries with regard to investment account. It is covered. Okay, at the time of purchase of any investment, at the time of interest received, at the time of resale of that purchase, the investment, and finally whether it is a profit or a loss incurred, that is to be. These are the entries to be dealt with. And today we are discussing the problems with regard to investment account, how to prepare the investment account. So we will look into that. So we will start with one problem. On 1st January 2016, Chand Limited purchased 1,012% debentures of Tata Chemicals Limited of ₹100 each at ₹95. On 1st July 2016, 600 debentures were sold at ₹98. So 1,000 debentures were purchased. Out of this, on 1st July means half of a year, that is 600 debentures were sold out. Debenture interest is payable half yearly on 30th June and 31st December. വർഷത്തിൽ 2 തവണ, അതായത് ഹാഫ് ഇയർലിയുടെ അത് വരുമ്പോഴും പിന്നെ at the end of the period, this interest is to be payable. You are required to prepare the account of 12% debentures in Tata Chemicals Limited in the books of Chand Limited, assuming that accounting year ends on 31st December. Market price of the debentures on 31st December is ₹97. So, in this question, what all things we discussed, we are going to discuss is what is the total amount? 1,000 number of debentures is 1,000. Its interest rate is what? 12% of Tata Chemicals Limited of ₹100 each at ₹95. So, 95 is the normal value. 100 is the face value of the share. Not the share, debenture. On 1st July 2016, 600 debentures were sold at 98. 95 ഇത് 98-ന് റീസെയിൽ ചെയ്തു. അപ്പൊ അത് സോൾഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്റെ, ആദ്യം പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്റെ, പിന്നെ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിന്റെ, പിന്നെ സെയിൽ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്റെ, പിന്നെ പ്രോഫിറ്റിന്റെ, ഇത്രയും എൻട്രീസേ വരുള്ളൂ. സോ യു ആർ റിക്വയർഡ് ടു പ്രിപ്പയർ ദ അക്കൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് 12% debentures in Tata Chemicals, assuming accounting year ends on 31st December. Market price is ₹97. So how this is to be? In the books of Chand Limited, this is the debenture account, 12% Tata Chemicals. This is the debenture account. Account is the one, this is the one preparing the account, like debit side, credit side. There are 2 columns are there. I think 3 columns are there. That is one for the nominal amount, one for the interest received or interest paid amount, then another one is for the principal amount after the interest. Okay, so this is the interest account, this is the interest, this is the nominal amount, this is the principal amount, this is the principal amount, this is the nominal amount, and this is particulars column, and this is also particulars column. See, date, particulars, nominal value, then interest, this is principal value, this is also nominal value, this is interest, this is principal value. So how it is to be? First entry is what? We studied that at the time of purchase of this one, investment account debtor to bank, that is the first entry with regard to which one? Starting with the investment account. So in the here, the investment is what? Debenture. So 12% Tata debenture account debtor, first entry is what? To bank. To bank, how much is the original amount? 1,000 debentures at ₹100. That is the nominal value. 1,000 debentures at ₹100. So it is 1 lakh. And the principal value is how much? 95,000, because at ₹95. So 95,000 for that one, what is purchasing? Debenture is purchasing. So this is 12% Tata Cum debenture account debtor to bank 1 lakh. How it is? 1000 12% debentures at rupees 100 each. Okay, that is at the nominal at a principal value of total value is this. Out of this, it is taken by 95,000 at rupees 95. So that is the first entry. Next is what? Interest payable, isn't it? So what is the entry? Bank account debtor to this one, interest of this. So how the interest is to be calculated? Please see the screen. Interest for 6 months, because half yearly one time interest is to be paid. And then next is at the end of the accounting period. So half yearly in the sense means 30th June interest is to be paid. So this is on what, which day? 1/1/16, and this is 36/16 interest. So by bank account debtor to interest or what is that? Dividend payable on this account, debenture account. Interest payable on 30th June and 30th December. See the screen. So how it is to be calculated? How much is the value? 1 lakh nominal value there into 12% into 6/12, because half yearly. അപ്പോൾ 12ൽ 6 മാസത്തേക്ക് ഉള്ള ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ആണ്. ഇനി അടുത്ത 6 എപ്പോഴാണ്? ഡിസംബർ ആകുമ്പോൾ. So date is compulsory in this type of questions, sir. So 1/1/16 there is interest Tata Cum debenture account debtor to bank. That is the nominal value is this and the principal value is this, and by bank how much is the interest? It is 6,000. Okay. Then what is the second case? Sale of 600 debentures at rupees 98. 600 debenture വിറ്റു, isn't it? So sale of 600 debentures out of the 1,000, 600 debentures is sold out at rupees 98. So again, at the time of sale, what is the entry? Bank account debtor to, yes, this entry is to be reversed. So here what is the entry? 12% Tata Cum debenture account debtor to bank. So that is to be reversed. Bank account debtor to 12% Tata Cum debenture account. So same by bank. By bank, how much is that? 600 into എത്രയാണ്? Original value 100 for this nominal value, and 600 into 98 for the principal value. So it is 60,000 it is coming in the nominal value, and 600 into 98 it is 58,800 coming in the where? In the principal value. So that I am telling once again, 600 debentures is sold out of the 1,000 purchased. So ബാക്കി എത്രയുണ്ട്? 400, isn't it? So ഇനി ആ 400നെ വെച്ചുള്ള ഇതാണ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കേണ്ടത്. So 600 debentures sold out, that is 60,000, and then at 100 rupees, that is the nominal value, but it is sold out at 98 rupees, that is the principal value. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നോമിനൽ വാല്യൂവിൽ ഒരു കോളവും പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ വാല്യൂവിൽ വേറൊരു കോളവും ഇടുന്നത്. കാര്യം രണ്ടും രണ്ട് പ്രൈസ് ആണ്. പിന്നെ ഇനി ലാസ്റ്റ് ആയി ഇതെന്താണ്? ഡേറ്റ് ഈസ് 1/7/16. ഇനി ഇത് ഒരു വർഷത്തേക്കുള്ള ഇതേ ഉള്ളൂ അല്ലെ? അപ്പൊ അതിനെന്താ ഇനി അടുത്തത്? യെസ്, 31/12/16. What is there? Next interest. So by bank എത്രയാണ് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ്? 600 വിറ്റുപോയി. അപ്പൊ ബാക്കി എത്രയുണ്ട്? 400. That 400, so it is 40,000 അല്ലെ? ഇവിടെ 1 lakh ആയിരുന്നു. 1 lakhല് 60,000 പോയി, ബാക്കി 40,000 ഉണ്ട്. ആ 40,000ന്റെ 12% ബാക്കി 6 മാസത്തേക്കുള്ള എന്ത്? ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ്. So 40,000 into 12% into 6/12. So how much it is? 2,400. That is the interest payable. Clear? Then comes what? Balance. As on the closing date, How much is the balance? വിൽക്കുന്നത് 98-ലാണ്, പക്ഷെ അത് വാങ്ങിക്കുന്ന എത്ര വിലക്കായിരുന്നു ബാലൻസ്? 95-നായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോ അതും എന്താണ്? ബാങ്ക് അക്കൗണ്ട് തന്നെയാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സോറി ബാലൻസ് ക്യാരി ഡൗൺ ആണ്. സോ 31/12/16 അത് തന്നെ സെയിം ഡേറ്റിൽ തന്നെ. കാര്യം ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് 2 തവണ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. ഇവിടെ സെയിലിന്റെ ഇത് വന്നു, ഇത് പർച്ചേസിന്റെ വന്നു. ഇനി വേറെ എൻട്രി ഒന്നുമില്ല. പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ലോസ് അക്കൗണ്ട് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ആണോ ലോസ് ആണോ എന്ന് നോക്കുക. അപ്പൊ അതിന് ക്ലോസിംഗ് ഇത് എടുക്കുക. അതിനകത്ത് എന്താ വരുന്നത്? എത്ര ബാലൻസ് ഉണ്ട്? ദാറ്റ് ബാലൻസ് ഈസ് വാട്ട്? 40,000. ആ 40,000-നെയാണ് എന്ത് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്? നമ്മള് എത്രയാണ് ബാലൻസ് എന്നുള്ളത് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നത്. സോ ബാലൻസ് ഡിബെഞ്ചേഴ്സ് ഓൺ ദ ക്ലോസിംഗ് ഡേറ്റ് ഈസ് എത്രയാണ്? 40,000 ബൈ ബാലൻസ് ക്യാരി ഡൗൺ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് 40,000 and 400. What is that? 400 debentures. അല്ലെ, 600 അല്ലേ വിറ്റത്? 1 ലക്ഷം ഉണ്ട്, 1000-ന് 600 പോയാൽ ബാക്കി 400. That into 95, because here how much it is? This is also 1000 into 100, 1000 into 95. This is for this, this is for this, and this is for this, and this is for this. Like the same, this is for this, and sorry, 38,000. This is for 400 into 100. Clear? അപ്പോൾ എന്തായി? ഇനി നമുക്ക് ബാലൻസ് ചെയ്യാം. So what all this? This is 1 lakh. Here also 1 lakh. Okay. Then 6 plus 2, 8. 8,400 is here. Then to balance or to P&L account. P&L account, because what is the entry for profit? Investment account debtor to P&L account. If the loss is there, this should be by P&L. Means P&L account debtor to investment account. But to P&L account, 8,400 for the first case. And here, the main account, principal value, and this 58,800 plus 38,000, it is how much? 96,800. Profit. So 96,800, 95,000 also, 1,800, that is the profit. So this is what, in this way, we need to prepare the investment account, or here debenture. Debenture is an investment. Share is also an investment. In the type of share, that is also an investment. So I will explain to you once again. In this problem, the main content is what? 1,000 debentures that is to be purchased at 95. That is the principal value purchase. And after that, there is half yearly, there is interest. Then there is sale at rupees 98, 600 debentures out of the 1,000 purchase. Then after that, half yearly, next half yearly interest. And then what is that? The remaining debentures is there. Isn't it? 600 പോയി ബാക്കി 400 കിടപ്പുണ്ട്. ആ 400-ന്റെ 95 വെച്ചുള്ള amount എടുക്കുക. Then take the total. Then if there is any difference, that is to be transferred to the P&L account as profit. And in case any loss, P&L account should be on the credit side. That is P&L account debtor to investment account. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയും entries ആണ്. One is investment account debtor to bank, or debenture account debtor to bank. Then bank account debtor to debenture. Again bank account debtor to debenture. For what? Sale. Then here bank account debtor to debenture. So then it is to be transferred. What is that? The balance after the sale, the rest remaining, that is to be coming here. What is that? Balance carried out, and then finally the profit is to be calculated. So in this case, interest, how much is the balance? 8,400. Okay. Then, and also the last case, credit balance in the principal column represents the profit on sale of the debentures that is to be credited to the P&L account with the entry. What is that? Investment account or debenture account. 12% Tata Chemical debenture account debtor to P&L account. That is the profit showing. Okay. We will do one more problem with this. This is the one. On 1st January 2015, NASDAQ Limited purchased 1,015% debentures of HDFC Limited of 100 each at rupees 96 each. On 1st July 2015, 500 of the debentures were sold at 99. Debenture interest is payable half yearly on 30th June and 31st December. Prepare 15% debentures in the books of NASDAQ. Okay, 15% debentures in the books of NASDAQ Limited, assuming that the accounting year closes on 31st December every year. Market price of a debenture on 31st December 2015 is what 98 rupees. So here 15%, what is that? In the books of NASDAQ Limited, NASDAQ. So here how much? 15%, what is that? Debentures of HDFC account. So firstly, what is the entry? This one, debtor to bank, because on the date of purchase it is. So what is the date? On 1115. 1115. How much is the value? 1000 into 100, 1 lakh. Here 96,000. Clear? 96,000. On 1st July 2015, 500 of the debentures were sold. Before that, what we need to calculate the interest rate. So interest is by bank. That is how much? There, 1 lakh into 12%, 15% into 6 by 12. So how much we will check it? One lakh into 12% into 6 divided, sorry, not 12, into 15% into 6 divided by 12. 7,500. That is the interest for the half yearly. So it is on 3650. Okay. Then how much is sold on 1715? 1715. That is also by bank. How much is sold? 500 at rupees 99. 500 at rupees 99. So $49,500. Isn't it? So 500, so it is 50,000. Then 49,500. After that, this is 1750. Okay, then 31,1215. What is the entry? Next interest. So it is by bank. How much? 50,000 into 15% into 6 by 12. Why 50,000? Because 500 is already, 1000 is gone. So 1000 out of the 1500 is sale. So 50,000 is how much? 50,000 into 15% into 12, not 12, 6 by 12. 6 divided by 12 is 3750. Then after that, 3750 is the interest we calculate, and then by balance carried down, that is how much is the sale, the rest of the thing. Yes, 50,000, again 50,000 it is. So 500 into How much it is? എത്ര വെച്ചാണ് ഇത് വരുന്നത്? So 500 into 96. 500 into 96, it is 48,000. Then the rest is what? To P&L account, that is the profit. So that is on 31, 12, 15. How much it is? Here it is 1 lakh. There is no nominal value, the account is equal 1 lakh. Then how much it is this? 11,250. 11,250 for the interest. That is the C. Interest transferred to P&L account is 11,250, and here it is how much? 48,000 plus 49,500. 97,500. So how much is the profit transferred? 96,000. So 1,500. So see, 97,500. So this is the way in which an investment account is to be maintained. Clear? So first entry is this one, debtor to bank, then bank on debtor to interest, then for the sale, bank on debtor to investment, and after that, so every half yearly there is the interest calculation, and then balance carried out. That is the which balance carried out? After sale, how much is the remaining debenture? That is to be multiplied with this. What are we going to 1 lakh 1,000 into 96. 500 into 99, that is for sale. And then the remaining 500 into 96, that is 48,000. And then finally, what is that? The P&L account, the profit is to be transferred, and also the interest amount is to be transferred to the P&L account if it is a profit. Then in such a case, investment account debtor, here the debenture is the investment. So investment debenture account debtor to P&L account, and in case of a loss, P&L account debtor to debenture account or investment account. Clear? So in this way we are clearing the problems with regard to which one? This investment account. So in continuation with that, purchase and sale of investment before the date of the payment of interest. Date of the payment of interest in മുന്നേ ഒന്നെങ്കിൽ സാധനം ഇത് പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുക അല്ലെ then വിൽക്കുക. Then when investments are purchased or sold before the due date of interest, a problem may arise whether the quotation price includes the interest up to the date of the purchase or the sale or not. ഉണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ളതിന് സംശയം വരും. അതായത് ഇത് പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെന്റ് ഓർ ദ ഡിബെഞ്ചർ പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന കേസിൽ a problem may arises whether the quotation price includes the interest or not. അതിനകത്ത് അതിന്റെ പലിശ ഉണ്ടോ അതോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഡൗട്ട് വരും. So the quotation price may be Ex-interest or Cum-interest. So two terms you need to purchase as Ex-interest and Cum-interest. So what is that? Ex-interest and Cum-interest. Ex-interest and Cum-interest. Cum and Ex are the Latin words, means it is with or without. Cum-interest means with interest and Ex-interest means without the interest. The terms Cum-interest and Ex-interest relates to fixed interest-bearing securities and come up for consideration when those securities are purchased or sold. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള security, maybe it is share, maybe it is debenture, maybe it is a bond. Maybe these three are there. Okay, so these three may be purchased or sold with the interest or without interest. So Cum-interest can be expanded as cumulative or inclusive of interest, and Ex-interest can be expanded as exclusive for interest. X എന്നുള്ളത് അത് Ex-interest ആകാം, Cum-interestന് that is may be expanded or as a cumulative or inclusive of the interest. പലിശ കൂട്ടിയാകാം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മറ്റേത് ഇല്ലാതെയാകാം. So Cum-dividend quotation. What is the cum-dividend? So cum-interest we checked means with the interest. X means without, means excluded. Okay, interest ഒഴിവാക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് മറ്റൊരു ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റോട് കൂടി. Then cum-dividend quotation. Cum-dividend or interest quotation is the one in which the quoted price includes accrued dividend or interest from the last interest or dividend date to the date of the transaction. So cum-dividend or interest quotation is the one in which the quoted price includes the accrued dividend, added dividend. Okay, so accrued dividend or interest from the last interest of the dividend date to the date of transaction. It means that quotation is cumulative, means added up is there, or the inclusive of accrued interest or dividend as the case may be. So that is the cum-dividend, means with the dividend quotation. And ex-dividend means what? Without the dividend quotation. So ex-dividend means excluded. So ex-dividend or interest quotation is the one in which the quoted price does not include the accrued dividend, while it includes the amount of accrued dividend, that is the cum-dividend. So there are terms like ex-interest, X means not, and this means with or without and with, while the same cum-dividend means what? With the dividend or dividend quotation. Cum-dividend quotation means with the dividend quotation, and ex-dividend quotation means yes, excluded or without. Ex-dividend quotation is the one in which the quoted price does not include the accrued dividend or interest from the last interest or dividend date to the date of transaction. It means that quotation is exclusive of the accrued interest or the dividend as the case may be. Then the quotation ex-interest only covers, just a term. Ex-interest means what is that? Without the interest. Ex-dividend means without the dividend, accrued dividend amount. With the interest illade, with the dividend illade. Come with the dividend or with the interest. Clear? Then the quotation ex-interest only covers the cost of the investment, and the buyer is liable to pay additional amount as interest accrued up to the date of the purchase of the investment. So interest illade appo endu cheyanam angane purchase cheyunna investments, whether it is any security may be, okay, they need to pay additional amount, extra amount as interest aayittu payment extra amount kodukkanadaayittu varum. That is the case with the ex-interest. So quotation ex-interest covers the cost of the investment, and the buyer is liable to pay additional amount as interest accrued up to the date of the purchase of investment. Then interest on a fixed interest bearing security accrues on a specified date, due date, and the holder of the securities is entitled to the whole amount of interest that accrues on the due date, irrespective of his period of holding. This is because the company can pay the interest related to that person, only to that person whose name appears in the books of the company as a holder on the date of the payment of the interest. Therefore, following points are important. In respect of the government securities and debentures, the price quoted is ex-interest unless otherwise stated. Means what? It is without the interest in case of the government securities or debentures. Okay, other share now. Okay, government securities എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ government assisting ആ ഇതിലുള്ള നാസ്ഡാക്ക്, സെബി, അതുപോലെ സെൻസെക്സ് ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള ഇതിനകത്ത് വരുന്ന ഷെയർ മാർക്കറ്റിന്റെ ഡീലിംഗ്സ്. Okay, അതാണ് ഗവൺമെന്റ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റീസ് as well as the debentures. Price is what? Ex-interest means without the interest is there. And in respect of non-government securities and debentures, it is cum-interest unless otherwise stated. അപ്പം ഗവൺമെന്റ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റീസ് ആൻഡ് ഡിബഞ്ചേഴ്സിന് എക്സ്-ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് എമൗണ്ടും non-governmental securities and debentures come interest ആണ്. ഇതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ട ഒരു പോയിന്റ്. So this is one point. Then what is cum interest or dividend purchase? How it is to be? We will check it that. When securities are purchased, cum interest, care must be taken at the time of passing the entry for purchase. In this case, quotation price consists of the cost plus accrued interest. അപ്പോൾ accrued interest എങ്ങനെയാണെന്നുള്ളത് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. അതിനുള്ള ഫോർമുല ഉണ്ട്. സോ ഒരു സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ വിത്ത് കം ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഉള്ളതാണെങ്കിൽ, അതായത് വിത്ത് ദ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഈസ് ദയർ, അപ്പൊ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റോട് കൂടിയുള്ള പർച്ചേസ് ആണ്. അപ്പൊ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? ദ കൊട്ടേഷൻ പ്രൈസ് കൺസിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് കോസ്റ്റ് പ്രൈസ് പ്ലസ് ദി accrued interest. That is inside there the interest amount is also. Investment account will be debited with the cost only, and the interest account will be debited with the accrued interest up to the date of the purchase from the date of last interest. So സാധാരണ so here cum-interest in the sense means with interest. So with the cost price only the investment account to be taken care. So the entry will be in this way: investment account debtor, that is with the cost price or cost value. Then yes, interest, accrued interest or interest account will be debited with the accrued interest amount to credit is going to a bank. Total amount with the bank. So this is bank account will be credited with the total amount. That is the quotation price, cost plus interest included, accrued interest included. So this is the cum-interest of the dividend purchase. In case it is a dividend, then investment account debtor, that is the cost amount, dividend account debtor, that is the accrued dividend part, and then to bank, that is the quotation price. So the entry is to be changed in this way. Then for calculating the cost and accrued interest, the following steps should be followed. Calculate the period between the date of last interest paid and the date of the purchase of security. അവസാനം ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് പേ ചെയ്തത് ഏത് സമയമോ അതിന്റെ കൂടെ and the date of the purchase of security. Security, that is share purchase ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്റെ date. Then step number 2 is calculate the accrued interest by applying the following formula. Accrued interest is equal to rate of interest into the period in bracket the month. How many periods it is paid? Okay, so the rate means that is accrued interest. Okay, so rate of interest, suppose 12%, then 12 by 100, like that. From the rate of interest into the period in months, that is the whole divided by year, divided by 12 into the face value of the securities purchased. And also the step 3, calculate the cost as quotation price into number of securities purchased, how many of the debenture or a share purchased, that is the quotation price into number of securities purchased less accrued interest as calculated in step 2. Accrued interest calculate ചെയ്തതിനെ എന്തുണ്ട്? അത് ഈ calculate the quotation price into number of securities purchased, that is to be calculated, and from that we deduct the accrued interest, that is the third step. And the entries with regard to is when investment is purchased cum-interest, then this entry investment account with the cost price, interest account is with the accrued interest price, and to the bank with the quotation price. And when first interest is received on the due date after the purchase, the same entry before bank account debtor to interest account. So this is the thing today for the today's classes. That is, we already see how an investment account is to be prepared and what are the entries will come. And then we see ex-interest and cum-interest. What is the ex-interest and cum-interest, as well as ex-dividend and cum-dividend, and how if a purchase is ex-interest, how the transaction is to be changed. Means cost price plus accrued interest is there, so that is to be separated. The quotation price involves the cost price as well as the interest accrued. So that is the entry: investment account debtor with the cost price, interest account debtor, that is the accrued interest of the dividend. In case it is a dividend account debtor to the bank, that is the quotation price. And also when the first interest is received on the due date after purchase, then bank account debtor to interest account with the whole amount for that period. This type of problems we will see in the next class. So please see the video, and after uploading, please confirm it and and please clear your doubts as and when occurred. At the earliest, it should be clear. And also, please clear the doubts. Please do as much as problems. Thank you.